Hi, welcome to episode 219 of your favorite daily podcast, A Couple of Things, a podcast about things. Today, I'm just going to be making some random musings about things that I've been observing and I've experienced in the past couple of days, weeks, months. So I've been going to the gym, like I said. I resumed my fit farm life. And because I want to say I'm mostly doing classes, but actually only doing classes in the gym, and I'm doing like 3 or 4 classes a week. I've noticed something recently, and like I'm always stressed. So my main stressor is that sometimes I'm off rhythm from the rest of the gym class. Like people are squatting, and that's when I'm going up, or they are going left and I'm going right, or I'm just not synchronizing with their movements, and it's so annoying. It's like it feels embarrassing. I know nobody's looking at me. I know everybody's just focusing on okay, but it just feels so embarrassing. Like, wow, what's going on? Why am I like so off from what everybody else is doing? And it's just a weird mind thing that's like, should I be here? Why am I here? Maybe I should do this at home. But it's all fun. And it's nice. Like the reason why I like my classes is that it challenges me to actually keep going, because if I'm at home, I'm also like, I'm tired, I have to sit down. But because everybody else is moving, I'm like, you cannot not be moving. Move your body. Do what they're doing. This is the only time where you should feel peer pressured and allow it. So that has been fun. And again, just seeing the improvements week over week is really amazing for me. With the gym in particular, that's one. Also, recently I was reading this newsletter by Lu. I hope I pronounced that right. Which is one of my favorite newsletters actually, and I'll link the specific newsletter issue in the show notes / description box. And it's basically about how we all have biases, which we all know, and I've talked about a couple of them on this podcast already, like the fundamental attribution error, for example. And she was talking about this bias that we have against streaks, right? Like sometimes we actually don't want a streak to happen, right? So I mean, if you're doing Duolingo, whatever other app you're using, you want to have your streak and you're happy about that. But when it comes to certain decisions, we actually don't want to have streaks where it's like we're saying yes to everything. For example, so the example that she gives in the newsletter is that if they showed people 2 tallies of coin courses, one was real and one was fake, and so people couldn't tell the fake one because they assumed that anyone where there was a streak of heads or tails was the fake one, because we are biased. Like we don't think that it's possible to have streaks, which is very weird, because one coin toss does not in any way impact the next coin toss, but somewhere in our brains we just feel like, oh, because the last one was heads, the next one won't be heads, or the next 3 can't also be heads. And this is also the issue that people who gamble in casinos, for example, may face. Like, oh, okay, the last one wasn't it, so maybe the next one will be it, but the last one and the next one have absolutely nothing in common. Like there's no connection between the both of them. And she also gives an example of a study where judges typically will not give multiple yeses in a row, because they're not doing it consciously. It's like an unconscious thing, but they notice that if an asylum case followed one that received a yes, that one will most likely receive a no. And it's not based on the merits of the case, it's just because like they extrapolated that is because okay, they gave like maybe 2 or 3 yeses before, and they don't want to feel like they're just giving everybody yes. But again, one person's case has absolutely nothing to do with another person's case. Does it have merit or does it not have merit? And it just got me thinking of the ways in which that I might be doing that as well. And the only thing, like the thing that immediately came to mind, I'm sure if I spend some more time thinking about it, I'll figure out more examples of that in my life. But one thing I thought about was like hanging out with my friends. So I want to hang out with my friends, obviously. But then when I've done it, like when I said yes to a couple of of invitations back to back, then I feel like I have to say no to the next one because like I'm always going out too much or something ridiculous like that. Which, to be fair, it could be a thing. Like if I have other things that I need to balance and other responsibilities, like maybe I have like some deadline at work or something I need to do, or like this podcast I haven't done it or whatever, then obviously I need to manage my time better. But sometimes I have free time. I'm not doing anything with that time. Like this time is actually available, but then I just feel like, oh, I've said yes to too many things. I'm only going out streak, and so I should sit at home or whatever, or even like having people over, which is a bit silly. Like now that I say it out loud, but yeah, that these weird things that we do unconsciously that we don't even realize that we're doing until we take a step back and ask ourselves like, why am I making this decision? My third random musing is about inbox zero. So I used to be very like clear on my emails, barely have unread emails, and then things happen and I'm like, you know what, never more than 20 to 30 unread emails at a time, and this is across my emails. But as I speak to you now, I have almost 600 unread emails, and every time I think about it, I'm stressed out because I absolutely hate it. Like it's so annoying to me mentally. Like I hate seeing that. I hate when now I'm like, let me even try and get it to like maximum of 100 in each email. Like I don't want to see that 99 plus. I hate it. And for some reason I have not been able to keep, well, I know the reason, because I'm doing too many other things. I have the daily podcast, I'm doing my Dutch classes, I have work, I have like a bunch of things going on. I barely have time to open my emails. I'm sure that there are some important emails I have not seen because I'm just drowning in emails. I should probably dedicate some time to go through my emails and see if there's anything like important in there. But I'm actually like, I'm looking for tips on how to ignore not having an empty inbox, because I'm not handling this well. Every time I open my email, I'm stressed, and that makes me close it, and that makes it pile up even more. So it's like not helping. Why do I have almost 600 unread emails? It's so irritating. I wish I could pay somebody to read all my emails and tell me what's important, because it's just a lot. How do people cope with that? I hate seeing notification icons. I hate seeing like that I have unread messages or unread emails or whatever. I try to like clear out all my chats and everything immediately because I don't like it. It really, really bothers me. So how I got to 600, almost 600 unread emails, I don't know. I don't understand. I've been unsubscribing from a lot of emails, actually, a lot of newsletters recently now, because that's also what's contributing to it. There's like newsletters I'm not going to read, but I just leave them unread, and I keep like, I just don't unsubscribe. So I'm doing that, but it's still not helping. So what else can I do to quickly get back to inbox zero, at least inbox 15, and also to get over my annoyance or irritation with having more than 15 unread emails? And these are all my random musings for today. Thank you. Bye. Also, ask me questions. Submit a question. Thank you. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Like, leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.